our last city before returning to Tokyo. We're in Kanazawa, which I've been looking forward to. It's like an old samurai village, lots of traditional neighbourhoods, interesting foods. Hopefully it's on the coast, so hopefully we'll see some sea. We're heading now to the old geisha neighbourhood. It's only about 11 in the morning, and then we're going to see another geisha neighbourhood. We're going to see a samurai neighbourhood. Might get Steve to dress up as the samurai, we'll see.
What you want to do.
That's really why I really want to do that. So Kanazawa is also known as Little Kyoto because it's one of the other, well, it's the other city where the geishas actually still train. Kyoto and Kanazawa being the two. Both start with K. So we're going off to Higashitaya, which is the Steve's shaking his head, which is the historic geisha quarter. I don't think we're going to see any shuffling around at midday. And then we're going to head to a fish market afterwards. We're in the market. I've never seen so much, well no, not so much fish, but just such a quantity of certain fishes. Especially crab, it's insane. We found an Oden spot, which is like a stewed broth shop. Found a table, there's a table in there. It's a mixture of different things, but I don't know. Walking around, we found a little croquette place where I've got a cheese one. They're absolutely firing them out, weren't they? And I got an old-fashioned, whatever that means. You feel like it, cheese one's amazing. It's Irozuke. So I saw this Irozuke. It's kind of a. They look like, well, it looks like fish, but covered in a sauce. It's a traditional food. It's mackerel. They grill it, and they have a sauce made by boiling a mix of soy sauce and sugar. Because raw fish doesn't keep well, and some of the ancestors used to create this style of eating fish, and the sauce, the sugary soy sauce, would kind of keep it for longer. Let's see what it tastes like. Look at that sticky. Oh yeah. That's pretty good. You should try this. It's like a sweet soy sauce glaze. Big chunky flakes of mackerel. So Steve and I are heading into Nagamachi, which is the old samurai quarter. We had a lovely bit of food at the market. I'm kind of stuffed. And now we're going to see some really old school houses and buildings that have been maintained since there is no use. The samurai, often called bushi in Japan,
were members of a warrior class who usually were associated with a clan and their lord, or daimyo. To be a samurai was to serve and often fight with the utmost honor, and, if need be, or shame brought, die with it too.
So Steve and I are off to Nishichaya, which is another geisha neighborhood, and we stumbled upon this amazing promenade riverside walk where you can see the epic far-off snow-covered Alps of Japan, blossom, birds, rushing water. It is lovely. Nice building. Second geisha neighborhood turned out to be really just two streets. We're now going to try and find some temples in what they're dubbing the temple district, which is hopefully up here somewhere. One here, and then right across the road is another one. So every so often you see these high walls, and that often seems to denote something behind it, usually a temple. Going to finish our afternoon tourism in Kenrokuen garden, which is one of 3 of Japan's landmark gardens. Lots of pools, lots of trees. Oh, girls dressed in kimonos, as per usual. So we're going to stroll around here and then we're going to find some dinner. While the gardens are supremely lovely, lots of mossy knolls and mossy banks, which adds a bit of a texture.
Japanese gardens have their roots in the Shinto religion and were also heavily influenced by 6th century Chinese philosophy. Often combining rock gardens, stonework, fences, water and foliage, Japanese gardens were often centers of spirituality, peace and meditation, to bring serenity and nature into our crowded lives.
A day comes to its close in Kanazawa. Lovely, elegant, very quiet little town actually. So we're going to make our way back towards our hostel. We haven't even checked in yet. And we're going to go to a restaurant on the way because there's a dish that we've been searching for all day. It's a thing called Jibuni, which is a duck-based seasonal vegetable stew broth combo. We have found a place on the way back, so we're hoping to find some Jibuni. It's just a funny word to say. Jibuni.
All ducks should be eaten.